I just can't understand why so many people are grown now blaming their parents for their faults. Um, when you get a certain age, you got to take responsibility. It's easy to blame someone else to taking the responsibility that you need to take about your life. I have a friend been getting high for over 35 years. His parents have been dead 40 years and he's still blaming them. When are you going to take the responsibility? We as people, we got to take the responsibility to take, if we're wrong, stop blaming other people. It's easy to blame somebody else so you don't take the responsibility of your life. If you was raised in a certain type of way, that don't mean you're going to be like that forever. I hate people always blaming other people for their lifestyle. And stop living other people's lifestyle. Live your own lifestyle. All of us have goals and dreams in our life. Some people don't want to believe in themselves. The main thing is believing in yourself. But stop blaming your parents for things that's happening in your life. When you get a certain age, it's up to you to change. Because we realize we supposed to have more knowledge than our parents. And if we have kids, they supposed to have more knowledge than us. Stop blaming other people for your life. I thank God for the mother and father I have. Things I have my parents would never have. And if I had some kids, my kids would be have more than me, because you got to stop blaming someone else for your life. Look, when we're not right. I don't talk about no one, because I am so thankful that I love myself and I believe in me. For my life is amazing. It's up to me to make it happen. You know, when I wake up in the morning, I said, thank you, Lord. It's up to me to make me have a good day. It ain't nobody else. I'm not gonna let that. So only thing I'm saying, stop blaming other people for your life. Stop blaming your parents. I'm like this because my mother was an alcoholic. I'm like, stop blaming other people. Take the responsibility of your life, live it, and stop blaming other people. It's an easy way out to blame somebody else. The psychiatrist, the psychologist, they always want to bring it come from your parents. A lot of that stuff didn't come from their parents. It come out here in the streets. You got to stop blaming people and taking the responsibility of who you are. And you are amazing, but you blaming other people for your life. You can't worry about nobody. Stop living other people's life. Live your own life. And stop trying to blame your parents because the way you live. You got to do something about it. If your parents couldn't do something, you got to teach yourself to do better. Don't blame them for that. They only could do so much. Each generation in the world only could do so much. Now the generation now is more ahead of me, more advanced, computers and all that. We got so much different technology. But the people now, young people don't have respect for one another. Not all of them, some of them don't have respect. The first thing people cuss, the only thing they'll say, well, I'm grown. Being grown is being respectful. Being grown don't mean you can cuss. Being grown is being responsible and how to handle the cuss, but not cuss in front of people. I'm not saying all young people. It's some older people just in a certain stand, but I'm just saying, when I was coming up, my parents taught me to respect people. My parents taught me love, and I have that love. They gave me values of life. They my heroes. They my superstars. My mom and dad, because they brought me in the world. They taught me what they knew, and they expect for me to pray to Jesus to learn more. A lot of stuff they didn't know because they didn't have advancement. I can't get mad with my parents. They didn't even know how to be parents, but they learned how to be good parents because they didn't have it with their parents, but they learned to give us the best they could, taught us to be good young men and women, and taught me a value, taught me with respect. And that's my hero, is my mother, not somebody's superstar, because they my superstar. Every Afro-American don't have a sad story to tell you. I live in the ghetto. I live in the hood. People need to stop that. That done played out. Let's get over that. Okay, yes, you had a rough time in life. Don't we all have sometimes? But why we always got to want people to feel sorry for us? That's another thing. Stop blaming people and stop wanting people to feel sorry for you with your sad story. Pick yourself up, shake yourself off, and deal with it. Because you live this certain kind of way, and now I'm this. Everybody you want people to stop want people to feel sorry with that sad story. Oh, I came from a rough family. Maybe some people did, but you're still alive. So it's up to you to change the way you came and do something good. Help somebody else. Stop blaming other people about your life. Be thankful for who you are. And sometimes we as people be selfish. But years ago, Afro American people, black people had more love for each other. They had respect for one another. They didn't sit there. They had power, and called black power, of each other, respect, the power of the people. Because we had respect. It wasn't like it was if people, young people, we like, woo, that's the power of the people. Because people had respect for one another. They respect what people say. They didn't cross the line of saying things. And even people was wrong, they was behind them because we was for the people. And we don't be for the people. We only be for ourselves. See, we don't understand until it happened to us. As I'm saying, stop blaming your parents. Stop blaming other people. Stop wanting people to feel sorry for you. And stop always with this. When it happened to you, then you can understand what people say. Stop blaming somebody else, because when the shoe, as I said, a couple weeks I made, I think, a video. You can't wear nobody's shoes but yours. Stop wearing other people's shoes. If you wear 10 and they wear 10 and a half, 10 and wide, it's going to be wide. That's what I said too. But I'm just saying, stop blaming your parents that you on drugs, that your life is not good. You didn't get a good education. It was up to you. You're 40 years old, work on it. Stop blaming somebody else for your life. Thank God that you're still alive and you still can change. So, on drugs and all of that. And I came from a rough family, and I came from an amazing family. I came from a woman and a man named Elton Blanford who loved their self and loved their kids. I had a brother on drugs. My parents didn't put him there. That's his life. He chose. You know, they didn't tell him to get on that, but we dealt with it as a family, and that's what family do. Don't like it, but what can you do? But it didn't come from my mother, it didn't come from my father. So stop criticizing your family. And we as people, stop doing that. Be the power for the people. The power is for the people, is what you got inside. Try to love one another. Teach our young men and young women to respect one another. Young men to see the difference, to respect a young lady. Young ladies, respect yourself. Stop blaming your mother and stop blaming people. It's easy to blame because you don't want to see the logic. You know, all the doctors, psychiatrists, psychologists, they say, oh, it's come from your back family. Oh, it comes. They so educated. Grow up. It might came, but you don't want to keep it there. And that's what they use. And we as people, we be using it for generations. We know how to say, oh, I came from a rough family. I don't know. Come on. You're grown, you're 20, 35, 40 years old. When are you going to grow up? Your parents, some people, parents are dead and they still blaming their parents. They still blaming them in the grave. Grow up. And that's all I'm going to say today, because today is amazing. Power to the people. And that means all people. Doesn't matter the color of your skin, because all of it is red blood. So the power to the people. Let's respect each other all over the world. Not the matter of my color of my skin. It's what I got in my heart. It's love to you. The power of the people. Power.